Ну что, всем привет. Мы продолжаем. Нет, подождите, вот тут. Давай, наверное, карту откроем. Продолжаем проходить вот эти вот задания племени. Мы прошли народ родников. Осталось две, это Дети Эха и потомки Крон. Я, скорее всего, сначала запишу все-таки Дети Эха, потом потомки Крон. Потому что я у одного чела увидел, что самое долгое это как раз народ родников. Потом идут Дети Эха и последние потомки Крон. Потому что они где-то плюс-минус меньше даже часа, по-моему, длятся. Ну-ка, да, у чела меньше часа не длятся. Так что, да. Давайте я, скорее всего, это видео я выложу либо завтра, то что может вряд ли быть. Завтра это, точнее, в субботу. Потому что я не смогу сейчас. Ну, я быстро запишу, сколько смогу. И потом я, скорее всего, оставлю на потом. Потому что у меня сейчас завтра, блядь, дела кое-какие, и я не смогу выложить его, как обычно, где-то днем. Так что, скорее всего, придется вечером выложить. Да и то, скорее всего, не качество нормального. Потому что у меня почти весь день будет занятой день, можно сказать. Так что давайте начнем по-быстренькому, чтобы я хотя бы попробовал быстро пройти его. Я вряд ли получится за меньше часа, но это не важно. Здесь, если не ошибаюсь, будет Шелонин.
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope. Hey, that little. Let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too. So, you'll help? They said Master Chevin might have stopped around. She might have been forced to go near the shadow pen. If that's the case, then... Oh, please, you have to save...
Так, появилась... Окей. Давай. Яма, это тут прям. Телепорта у меня... телепорта нет нафиг. Телепорта у меня туда нету. Хотя в любом случае я туда быстро доберусь.
Come on, show me your...
Ну, вон уже атакуют эти.
According to the map, we should be getting close. Get away from me! Over there! That Master Chevin?
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live. Drop all of it!
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you so much. Saved by the Traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this. She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka. Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter. Oh, you know Shilonen? Try mentioning that name in front of Tlasoli. She could say the foremost expert in ancient names, the future of our tribe, the finest. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness. And Tlasoli, even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night. She was still. All's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor, her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice...
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate. All right, let's head back. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good mood makes for a quick recovery! And of course, we... wouldn't say...
Don't worry, but I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
Так, ну первые, вторые главы, как всегда, быстро заканчиваются. Вторая глава. Надо заново. Ну, третья будет, скорее всего, долгая, такая же, как и смывание. Ну, музыка здесь, конечно, да, дает себе знать.
You're early. Looking forward to your gift?
That's right. Nechka's been so sick, and things might get better, but they could probably still use...
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish?
Давай с этого пофиг.
All right. Here we are. Nice house, right? Tlasoli! Open up! They're here! Tlasoli? Are you home? That's strange. Huh. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Cheb. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe...
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tepetli sore companion. When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iangu help it since Nechka fell ill. She hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess!
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes! Something terrible must have happened.
Oh. Alright, I'll just. How is it that every single time Imish tells me not to go someplace dangerous, I end up running?
Бывает.
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tapetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
Не понял. Понял. Если мне... Ну да, мне предлагают его. Ну я могу так. Я могу. Я могу так себе. Да.
There really is a Tapetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though. Paimon still doesn't see any sign of...
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
That's Chevin's voice!
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence. Well, guess this means we should why is the Tapetlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run! You'll hit us!
Yengu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. All right, run along and play now. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nechka... Well, she snuck out. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed...
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's... But it's nothing a good night's rest can't... That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness... Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough.
Hey, cheer up! This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging. Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same technique. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistant. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan. Engraved with words that... Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really... Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes... But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
Yeah, let's get one! We can engrave our names onto it. Then once we find your sister, she can add her name as well. That way, our names will be together forever!
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. That Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. Hold on. This isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our money.
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your more.
In any case, it's up to
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again. Quick, someone stop it.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't I tried fixing it myself, but
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin.
it was nothing. We all just want Nachka.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nachka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great. We'll look forward to all the good food. And anyway, see you around, Tlasoli.
Look after yourselves. Nachka, there's going to be
Так, ну и сейчас, скорее всего, должно быть долго быть. Первое, второе быстро.
It's been several days now. Wonder if Tlasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Nachka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit.
Блять.
Shilonin, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I
Блять.
can...
Лула.
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you...
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head...
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature...
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual?
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming...
I see. Oh, here comes another customer.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Вот это ебало.
Hey, Shilonin.
Бля. Пожалуйста, блять, пиздец.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues? Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure.
So,
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit wads.
oh, well, that definitely would never.
I found the Shilonin. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon.
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to...
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you?
Вот
Or, let me
гусь.
guess, woodworking tools?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you. Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that the book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last... Wait. What did I bring her again?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo? After all, that inscription will never wear out. And it's easy to carry. I'd say that...
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost all ready. No. I engraved some wishes. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future, and even though Tlasoli has said that from an aesthetic point, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engrave. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have... So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them.
Sounds kinda like a wish script. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Don't worry. We usually ask Tasoli to add the inscriptions for us. With her method, the light must be at a certain without the right angle of lighting, the blaze gem inscription.
That's true. In the end, a blaze gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also, well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost, still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her a...
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in. At least she and little Nachka are better off now. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again?
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory.
Right. Right. What's going on?
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tosoli too. She hasn't been coming... Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise. If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift will be...
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be...
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must...
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, it wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes, and we can each give her one.
No, that's terrible! That would really look like we didn't try. Let's just go ask Nachka. Even though it would ruin the surprise. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it for...
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about, but after defeating the Demon Lord, the older brother to kill, in the ending of the original story, the older brother...
Да.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Kuatli, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left. The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly... In the revised version, the brothers killed the Demon Lord together and both survived. According to the... However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any... The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book, and have resorted to all... Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one. Whereas the older... Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nachka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old... I picked out a copy that looked relatively new, and wrapped it up as a present for. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty.
All right, let's finish this fast. All right.
Go on now, Yengu. Nachika is still.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
О, давай. Короче, пизда пойдет.
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilone.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nachika's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, there are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so.
You haven't changed. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all. Shilone used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nachika. Oh.
Oh, Auntie, let's traveler. Please help me get her into the house.
Oh, Paimon will help too! Be good, Yengu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors.
А этого нету.
Sorry. Nachika's illness has been flaring up recently, so I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty
Yes.
bitter. Traveler,
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happened to read.
we heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was. At the moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nachika's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room, but you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nachika's bed. That's how Nachika sees Shilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be.
Well, yeah, I'm here now. And even brought a gift as an apology.
You said Nachika asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe.
We both know you were far too busy. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I...
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nachka is back on her you'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll be sitting at the side drinking shokuwa.
If that day really comes, you can have as much shokuwaddle as you like. If you asked me before, but now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some... Nachka's illness actually originates from the abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the abyss. I joined the fray as well. And it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nachka had asked if work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower... Oh, Nachka. My daughter. My Nachka. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work. Oh, my daughter.
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
Sorry. I just can't control myself when her... Alright. It's not every... I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp...
I'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out. Huh? She mentioned all those delicious dishes, and you're just going to...
Thank you both, but you three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Yes.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out anyway. For dessert, would you like a cup of...
Cup of grapefruit!
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door? Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid.
Ну-ка. Не могу.
Yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on...
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
I just saw a ghost. Hey, you there.
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eaten my... Never mind that now. Those monsters are still...
Shilonen, Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out!
И музыка такая па-па-па-па.
Bring it! Overruled. Right here. Emerge.
Нихуя себе дамаг. Это что за дамаг? Так, я не понял. А чё так она хорошо бафает, блядь, шамэ? Или это просто так, или не с... Блядь, подожди. Я сохраню. Нет, подожди. Это мой. Это моя, блядь. А, вот, пробная. Так, я не понял. А, созвездие тут. Понял. С2, блин. Ой, С3. Поэтому так дохуя дамажит. Ну, у меня С0, не С2. Так что, да.
All right, that should be it for the monsters. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck.
Strange. We didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Tlasoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore. So why can't... If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find some playmates. She's, Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have... Strange. I always remembered it before.
Look at that. He has a blaze gem inscription too.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go out.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff? Paimon's not sure how to say it, but she's got a straight...
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have...
All right. Ah, you're finally back. What's...
Oh, yeah, we, ran into some small...
All right. As long as everything's okay now.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
But Paimon can't reach that dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on, come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another...
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course! Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for nature.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd... Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered from...
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said... But it's okay. Nachka can talk to me now and... can even if she will never again know that I am her... The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something.
Huh? What?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. But the case of Nachka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago. The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among— It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions— Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, the shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this Blaze Gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you're a sharp one, Shilonin. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memory. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines but your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that. Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley lines' place. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding—
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past?
You've seen through my plans, Shilonin. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than— I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that—
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my— This is the central inscription that controls all the other which will also soon serve as—
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Yes. It was lots and lots of work. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far— I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to—
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything— It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past. She won't remember me. And she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as—
Shilonin!
I'll take the central inscription with— I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you.
Сейчас мы забудем.
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts.
Huh? What?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. So, Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need any—
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things—
Так, секундочку, я пока что кое-что...
Let's head back to the tribe
проверю.
first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Так, подожди секундочку. Сейчас, секундочку, я отключусь. Так, давайте я не закончу, а на паузу сделаю. И завтра запишу. Пройду, потому что у меня сейчас время уже ночь, 12 ночи. Так что... А мне надо вставать рано, так что... Скорее всего, я вряд ли я уже путаюсь. Видимо, и завтра я не успею записать нормально, потому что я учил и видел, что он еще где-то час будет. Так что, ладно. Давайте увидимся, скорее всего, завтра. Так что всем пока-пока. Так, я вернулся. Ух. Ну что ж, давайте продолжим проходить это. Скорее всего, я ее выложу завтра, то есть в воскресенье. Так что да. И так я где-то буду до следующей среды, так. Так что да. Там еще, оказывается, как раз таки завтра будет обнова в аниме Авангардс. Ну, в том Tower Defense. Будет обнова, но, к сожалению, я, скорее всего, записывать не буду. Потому что, как я сказал... Секундочку. Я буду занят, скорее всего, до среды. Так что, да.
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able. Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not it's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're in. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for after entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over she tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh no!
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged ever since then. Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor, but it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, you probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are, in other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain, and as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name, and to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of, for stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered. I must gather other related stories, and this way I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit, and this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, I can't help but think.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smell. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you, and that person then condensed this blessing into your name. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what on. With this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might... The Traveler always has Paimon by his side, though, so he'll never have to worry about... Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler. Paimon's always flying! Of course it gets tiring! But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Clasoli told me when I was training as an ape, and to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have... you know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later.
Did you hear a whole section of something called...
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient names. I, kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings, if we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to...
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruin...
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engraving. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie...
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurity. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice. After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for but giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and if ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Shilonen. nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone.
Phew. Now I'm curious. Why don't you, come...
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Yeah, not bad. And quite... But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better... Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing.
Я думал, блядь, платформер какой-то, блядь. Так, секундочку, мне нужно отлучиться. Так, я тут...
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. And there! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next. More or less, yeah. I usually have at least... I can show them to you when we next find the time, but... Let's get to... let me see. Start with anchor 1 and activate it with density 3.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Plasoli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
That means we can help Plasoli and Nechka now, right?
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm...
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, you know, before... What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? Yeah. Well, sounds like something. But if you ask me, there's a problem with what... It's, hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do by herself. Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is complete...
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's...
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this blaze. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story, trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line. And, there's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memories without any tool. And considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on. Only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechka's Wyab to help her extract. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
How can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
И так, туда же, да? Да, туда же. Так, внимание. Петя заблудился. Ладно, потрачу. Так, и куда?
Ah, Shilonen. It looks like...
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions. But I must have complete control over all the inscription. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechka's past. We'll plan a set time. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you'd...
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss...
That's fine. I'm willing to accept...
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze... Oh, by the way...
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring...
No, it's just an old book. There's...
Oh! Is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke! Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's go...
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nate.
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the...
No. She's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about them. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you...
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Oh, it's all my fault.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka...
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh! Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today, since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days.
Oh no.
Take her for a walk. But considering her
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the traveler. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy... What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right, all right. I also happen to have a few repaired blaze gem inscriptions that I need to get back. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachka's water bottle and some...
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachka. Don't...
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I...
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine. Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Let's go look for it now. I've had her blaze gem inscription for...
Опа. Лапай себе. Да.
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too. Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about.
I hope so. Here, Igno.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I remember that Nichka would become so happy every time she saw...
I'm sure she'd love that. Thank you.
My pleasure. Give me a moment.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What,
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an...
Mm-hmm, noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birth. Sorry, Nichka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Shalona.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. By the way, Nichka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcano.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to... She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so... She begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echa.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the according to the story, we should be right around... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on! The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your kin. Then Tequil said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother... Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nichka! Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get... But the ending in the older version is more interesting. Even if it's hard... Oh, wait! Nichka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just... That's not true. You already know the other ending? But...
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Huh? Mom... Mr. Traveler and I we were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to... Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nachka, but, you know, for now, let's focus...
Next, let's visit Apashpalan. Stay close, Nachka. Don't...
Yes, Mom.
Ну чё, притворяется, что ли? Или чё? Чё за хуйня? Чё за фигня это была? Притворяется, что ли?
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today? Strange.
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apashpalan.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli?
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that?
He was once our name engraver, and did a lot for the tribe. It's only...
Thank you for your generosity. I finished repairing your Blikuma, Nechka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that he...
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for...
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony on. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always... I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just...
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. What?
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come on, Auntie. It'll only...
And there goes Shalon dragging Tlasoli off to buy more stuff. Whew, what a busy day. I won't run off. Paimon. Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his... In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nichka? Which character I like Rima. Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlikwe, but never forgot his brother Tequila. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlikwe in the final battle. Of course! A story's only... Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima, and Paimon will be Tequila, okay? Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of... But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance. Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. And that one quite... Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite line. My favorite line is the one from the end.
Come here, Nechka. Look at you. You're sweating.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child.
We've picked something out for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged.
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Shilonen has dragged Tlasoli away from us.
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let nature...
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back.
Это куда?
I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it, so it...
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it...
Yes. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechka get back.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Shilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days. The last time Pakal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I'd found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some... sorry.
Sure, we can sit for a moment.
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember...
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet. Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what...
Yes. Хуема там браслет.
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
М,
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natland's jewelry, so you can help us pick something up. Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nichka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nichka's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot for us to...
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry.
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going. You forget to take care of yourself once you start playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk. Nichka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom. Nichka's looking at us. My mom feels like something's not right. What should we do?
No, Nichka was having so much fun today that she Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. Let's go, Nichka. It's time.
Еба. Это спаун.
Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today. Please be sure to come to Nichka's birthday party. All right, it's nearly bedtime for Nichka. Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave. I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your effort? It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Oh, put it somewhere?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nichka's probably never heard this.
Oh. What's different about...
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nichka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nichka's illness is true, she shouldn't... So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is all... In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending.
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember... Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nichka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memory...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home. I
do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light.
I beg your pardon?
Nichka, where did you read that book?
Go home, Nichka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nichka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nichka. Right here.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. I know everything. Shilonen, help me, please. Something's blocking the door.
Get back!
Shilonen, wait for us.
Ни хрена себе вид жопы.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also...
Whoa. What are all those things?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here.
Еба.
If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only...
Пиздец какой-то. А, ну, пещера, да? Да. Пещера. Куда же еще? А я пойти уже больше не могу, да? Туда ну-ка. Пойти не могу. Подземелье, да? Мастерская. Ебать, оно выглядит. Сейчас. Пробный. Снова 3 созвездия, да, блядь. А что третье дает? Видишь, все равно. Что ли? Подожди. Она увеличивает. Ёбаный рот, сквич, да? Да, блин. То есть она еще увеличит несколько раз. Ох, ёпт, нормально. То есть еще второе созвездие, блядь, блядь. Ладно. То есть второе созвездие она увеличивает все. А третье это, блядь, ох, ёпт, нормально так-то. С кайфом.
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
This fast.
Right here. Overruled! That was quick.
Forget it.
Сундуков нет? Нету. Нормально. Дальше. А, так. Да блин.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Emerge.
Stick
Right
around!
now. Emerge.
Forget it.
Сундука нет, сундука нет. О, эти лазеры. И... Да блин. Мне проще тут. Бля, ты куда? А не проще по этой стене? Нет? Нельзя. Окей. Наверху ничего нету, наверху ничего нету. Сундуков я не вижу. Где он там, наверное, есть сундук.
right here. Transfixed. That was quick. That was quick.
Forget it!
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
Так, что есть, если на ином. Вроде ничего нету. Утяжочек.
All right, let's keep going.
Да не торопись ты, все успеем. Чё у нас? Нету.
All right.
Куда? А, на время. Все-таки, да. Окей. Да блин. Да блин. Тут никого нет, кстати, что? Блять, мне написали, а я не могу. Секундочку. Так, я тут. Так, все, я поговорил. Так что продолжаем.
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over,
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
so you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would... I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very... Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. How could I be happy? My little Nechka is still waiting for me. As I said, I only want to bring Nechka back, even if it costs... And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name... It's finally... If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient... Shilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving it's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become... After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So
don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry.
3.
Mom will always be with you.
2.
Wake up, Nechka.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. In the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Tlasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you, Nechka, always and forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's... Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
Окей. Это что с чего буду делать?
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now... Nechka? Nechka! Where are you? Shilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again.
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum.
Enough, Tlasoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's when people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing? What could they feel but abject pain and sorrow? You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this.
Nechka has always been with you. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was you exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your...
My ancient name is...
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first, but now you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive. And
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings, what blessings have I had since the day she passed? But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name every day. Every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate... Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memory. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, Shilon and Nechka, Napecha can already stand now, so we made our way over. Thank you, Paimon and Mr. I'm fine, really. The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't...
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the... This isn't the place to chat.
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be... Alright, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm complete.
She's already planned out everything. Shilon and it's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka, and she even nearly succeeded. Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nempeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but They were all either quickly whisked away, even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to it would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just...
You have us now, Nepeka. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Sheila...
Yeah. Sorry.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help. Oh, Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that...
И камнем вниз. Да.
Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in a room.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's path, it's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then it's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had?
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I had...
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have... The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind. But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even... Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough. Everything is finally over, and...
So... what should I do now, Shiloh?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But I don't... Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she and... I'm not her, but... I can only be like her. I don't know, Shilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one...
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What? I'm scared, Shilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasoli's collection and made this.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of... It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past...
But I don't even remember the names of my parents.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward, and your name is your starting point. Remember your name and everything you've experienced.
I'll do my...
You can do it, Nepeka!
Thank you all. Shilonen.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed. Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come on. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had...
Huh? Oh, anything.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and, one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Да. Да, конечно. Пу-пу-пум. Ой, блядь. Блядь. Типа... Продолжение, блядь, что? Да, даже совершенно. Так. Куда? Она снова тусит.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a rest. Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many have ever used ancient names to commit a crime. What I do know is that Tlasoli's workshop will be closed permanently, and any remaining incomplete... And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscriptions, I'll be handling them, which, whew, anyway, at least her ancient name is fine. Otherwise, we'd... Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some good news. Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return to their respective... Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, now Nichka really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to... The tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in for now and teach her some crafting skills.
Понятно.
But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
Окей. Так, ну, мы закончили это, да? Так, ну-ка. Да, мы закончили полностью. Пу-пу-пум. Первая репутация есть. Да пофиг. Ну, остались эти, блять. Так, можно? Потомки крон остались. И что-то, видимо, мне кажется, Ой, блять. У меня аж пинг желтый, блять. Ладно, все равно не важно, в принципе. Главное, чтоб не красный. И красный он, в принципе, не такой уж вреден. Остались потомки крон. Что-то, мне кажется, так же, блядь, час будет с чем-то нахрен. Нет, ну просто, ну... У чела это сколько было? Я даже посмотрю, блядь, секунду. У чела было час 30 минут где-то, плюс-минус. А у меня час сколько, блядь? Час 50 почти, блядь, по-моему. Так что, да. Ну, это все равно, скорее все-таки будет меньше. Ну, ладно. Скорее всего, завтра я это видео выложу. То есть в воскресенье выложу. Ну, как я сказал, скорее всего, когда где-то в середине следующей недели я буду по приколу, ну, может не удастся постримить этот аниме Авангард. Если нет, то просто запишу какие-нибудь видео. Ну, хотя вряд ли получится, потому что кое-кто, блядь, мне вот вовремя просто, блядь, написал один чел, и как раз, скорее всего, я записывать ничего не смогу. Максимум какой-нибудь ивент, если типа того будет. Как с Игрисом. Потому что завтра, скорее всего, все-таки я буду играть и не буду записывать это. Так что, да. Ладно, давайте заканчивать, хули. Всем пока-пока.